It's Week 10 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see Joshua Dobbs. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Mounties and the Huskies on Thursday night primetime.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, it's that time of the year. A little bit more urgency. The calendar page turns to November. We kind of know who the good teams are. The midpoint of the NFL season, always a great time to take a step back and look ahead to what's down the road for us.
Yeah, no doubt. And I always felt, even as a player, that you never really knew how good you were as a team or how good everyone else around the league was until you kind of got to this point in the year. November, December football. That's really where teams separate themselves from the pack, and that's where playoff pictures start to unravel. That's
Here now, Younghoe Koo to get us started. And off we go here on a Thursday night. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation, their offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by their cerebral quarterback from the University of Tennessee, Joshua Dobbs.
I think the biggest thing that stood out from last week's game was when they went into the game with an initial plan, how quickly were they able to get away from that when they realized it wasn't working? I think they got a lot of unscouted looks, meaning the defense threw a lot of exotic looks at them, blitzes, different fronts and coverages, maybe things they didn't work on all week. So the key this week is understand what is the defense looking to do today, and how fast can we make those adjustments if we're not having early success.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. 3rd and 6. Dobbs to throw. He finds a man. That's Osborne. A gain there of 10 yards. And that will be a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
To throw is Dobbs. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
Well, Mike, the other day we heard how the offensive coordinator wanted to start fast offensively, but here so far, it's been the pass rush and the defense who's gotten out to the quick start.
Now it's Dobbins. Finding room across midfield. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. A run with Dobbins. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
When you call a draw, Mike, what you're counting on is that the defense is in full pass mode. The linebackers in secondary are getting a lot of depth in their drops. The defensive line is just racing up the field thinking, I'm going to sack the quarterback. In this case, they're not so lucky. Not only do they not catch him off guard, they're not able to pick up any yards.
14 yards on that pass play there. That's enough for a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
At the 20-yard line.
Schultz is the motion man. Dobbs now to throw. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down. A lengthy opening drive now comes to this. It is third down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. He is in. Hendrick Bull. Touchdown Mounties. It's his second touchdown of the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Following the touchdown, here's Slide to kick it away. This one taken at the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. And they are led by their veteran. It's Kirk Cousins.
If his preparation for this game is any indication of how he's going to perform today, Mike, they're going to be hard to beat. He played really well last week, but when we talked to his coaches, they told us, they're like, he has lived here all week. He has taken his level of play even up another notch. And if he can continue to operate this system, continue to get all of his weapons involved, this leadership, this ability to lead by example, it's going to rub off on the rest of this offense. I think they're going to have a good chance of changing from last week's loss to coming away today with a victory.
Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it'll be third down. So Goddard, the tight end, comes in motion. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
First down, Huskies.
Off the play fake, here's Cousins. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Now the first carry for King Henry. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Complete to the former Buckeye, Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. A good spot here, second and a yard. Cousins now. A short throw taken in by Goddard. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
First down, Toronto.
Cousins. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. That is Jalen Carter, the Georgia product, barreling in for the sack.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Here's the toss, right side to Henry. And he'll take this to about the 38-yard line. Jamin Davis there to make the play. 3rd and long. To throw is Cousins. Here's a screen coming for Kamara. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. Well, 3rd and 19, no problem. They pick it up on 3rd and long. On 1st and 10, Cousins. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Here's Cousins. That's a short one, caught by Goddard. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. He'll try and run for this with Henry. A 2nd effort, and he is in. Derrick Henry, touchdown Huskies. That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Huskies come right back to tie it at 7. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. More after this. You're watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Each team 1 possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Dobbs. Open man there. It is Bourne. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up 1st downs without getting to 3rd down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. But when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to 3rd and have it plays, that's when an offense is really firing.
Here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
On the ground, here's Dobbins. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
That catch number 40 on the season for him. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Throwing, Dobbs. This one complete to Bourne. And he's going to be taken down.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite.
And he will do it himself. He's in. Joshua Dobbs. Touchdown, Mounties. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use them, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. And in this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
Following the touchdown, here's Slide to kick it away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Huskies offense and the veteran A.J. Brown make their way back out. He's right there in contention for the most receiving yards by a wideout this year, currently ranked second in the NFL. So Goddard, the tight end, comes in motion. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Oh, he coughs up the football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
Cousins out of the gun on third down. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
On fourth down, here comes Jack Fox to kick it away, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Mounties offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. Here's 1st and 10. They'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Dobbs. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Dobbs. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins.
What they teach these backs is when you catch a check down, immediately try to get vertical. Try to put a hole in the defense coming to rally tackle. So give credit to the defense here. They strung this out and made him go sideways, and they forced him to go so far sideways, he went out of bounds.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. They'll give it to Dobbins, and he'll get about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And he will take it in himself. Joshua Dobbs. Touchdown, Mounties. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Following the touchdown, here's Slide to kick it away. Ray McLeod on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Huskies offense and Derrick Henry heading onto the field. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him. And your offensive line has had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. That'll be caught left side. It's Goddard. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more of this Thursday opener after this. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Throwing now, Cousins. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Second and a yard. Now, Cousins. Smith and Jigba left side. He's got it. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Cousins gonna throw. He's gonna find his receiver. It's Robinson. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Now a second down throw for Cousins. Over the middle, Smith and Jigba with the grab. And he's into the end zone. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Huskies.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Johnson now to return. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Mounties offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Osborne, the man on the move. Now, faking the give. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw is Dobbs. That one knocked away and incomplete. Chris Godwin, the receiver he was looking for. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line.
1st down and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we've reached halftime here in our Thursday Nighter to start the new NFL week. As we send you to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with the EA Sports Halftime Report. It's all yours, Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Greg in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago, and they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. And then lastly, on Sunday Night Football, those fans will be riled up as it'll be a good matchup between their guys and what equates to be a very tough opponent.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this 2nd half. About to get started. McLeod now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Huskies offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. He's put together some kind of campaign. Currently 2nd in the NFL in touchdown receptions amongst wideouts. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. To the left side, it's caught by Brown. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. A 1st down throw for Cousins. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
Got it with Smith and Jigba. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Cousins. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet. I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Johnson now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Mounties offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Over the middle, that's Godwin. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll run it with Dobbins out of the pistol. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. Here comes 3rd and 6. Dobbs now to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Dobbs to throw. Open man there. It is Bourne. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Now a give on the ground, and the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. The motion man here is Bourne. Throwing, Dobbs. This one complete to Bourne. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has...
Oh, a loose football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
So as you start operating your red zone offense, of course it goes without saying, Mike, you're trying to score touchdowns. But the worst case scenario is that you bring your field goal unit and you at least try for 3. You have to protect the ball. Turnovers are the cardinal sin of red zone offense. In this case, they dodge a little bit of a bullet here. The ball comes loose. Fortunately for the ball carrier, his own team recovers it. They can keep their offense on the field and see if they can finish this drive.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Ivan Pace. And the Huskies are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
The Huskies offense ready to get back at it. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Cousins now. This one into the hands of Smith and Jigba. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. Oh, he tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by Jermaine Johnson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
The Mounties offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it, and they're going to do that with excellent field position. Here's a zone read to start the drive. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 28-yard line.
Dobbs. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down. The motion man here is Bourne. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Osborne, the man on the move. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. They'll try to run. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
Well, that play had no chance from the start. The running back was not even able to make it back to the original line of scrimmage. Give credit to that defensive line. That was an incredible effort, forcing that 4th down stop.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now Cousins on the bootleg. Smith and Jigba left side. He's got it. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 23-yard line.
Here's Henry. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Throwing now, Cousins. A short throw taken in by Goddard. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Cousins. He'll go right back to Goddard. He's got it again. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Great run after the catch in the open field. A pickup of 24.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now, Cousins. Over the middle to his tight end, Goddard. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Toronto.
On the handoff, it's Henry. Can he get away? No! He's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play.
A tackling plan for the defense, Mike, is critical when you're facing a back like this. You know that one guy is not going to be enough to bring him down. You have to get as many hats to the ball as you can, slow him up just enough to buy time, and in this case, they get him down for a loss. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Cousins out of the gun on 3rd down. That one on target to Moore. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is 1st down and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. And they'll get him down right around the 5-yard line.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second.
To the goal line and in. Allen Robinson. Touchdown Huskies. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Koo Pooh able to add the extra point. And the Huskies extend the advantage to a field goal. It's 24-21. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Brings up second and a yard at the 35-yard line.
Schultz is the motion man. Now Dobbs. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
How often do we see, Mike, the running back, they get a little too antsy and they go a little too fast on these screen plays. In this case, great job by the back. First, he let his offensive lineman go out. He then follows behind. That's the key to a good screen play.
Osborne, the man on the move. Quick throw, taken in, and they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
To throw is Dobbs. They go right back to Godwin. He's got it again. That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up first and goal.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up first and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do.
And he'll take it on in. K.J. Osborne. Touchdown, Mounties. Sly now for the point after. It's up and through. And the Mounties have taken a 4-point advantage. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. McLeod now to return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The visitors' offense and Kirk Cousins heading back on the field. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. Here's first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. Third down coming up. And in motion is Brown. On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. A gain of 26 yards, and the decision to go for it winds up being a good one.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
They'll drop to throw. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Here's 2nd down. Now, Cousins. Now a screen set up for Henry. And that screen slow to develop, and they rally to the ball and stop him. That will be no gain on the screen. The sound deafening in the dome. It's 3rd down. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. So got it. The tight end comes in motion. Cousins to throw for it on 4th down. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. And he will get into the end zone. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Huskies. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back set to go once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. Dobbs to throw. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down. Osborne, the man on the move. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Pass thrown deep for Godwin. And this will be incomplete. This is a tough spot. 3rd down and 10. Here's Dobbs. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. Dobbs now to throw. That's caught by Bourne. That'll change things. Out of bounds inside the 35. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 42 yards.
And that clutch throw, I think, Mike, just kind of puts overtime at least in their back pocket. But make no mistake about it, I think their opportunity to now win this game in regulation is real. Continue to dial up your best plays. See if you can push this ball into the end zone. I don't think you play for overtime with the ball where it is.
Now, faking the give. That's caught right side, the tight end, Schultz. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Dobbs. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. The motion man here is Bourne. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Got his man at the 6. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Now a second timeout called by the defense. And they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So, here's the kicker, Joey Sly in a pressure spot. This to potentially send us to overtime. This one is on target, and it is good. They have tied things up here in the final minute.
And that's just a big-time kick right there. I mean, think about all the things running through this kicker's head. He knows if he misses it, this game's over. But he's cool, he's calm, he steps up, takes a deep breath, and he knocks it through to extend this game.
Cousins now to throw on first down. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it'll be second down. Throwing is Cousins. Got a man. It's A.J. Brown brings it in. Now the offense will use their third and final timeout. A first down throw for Cousins. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. They took one last chance here in regulation. It does not pan out, and we are headed to overtime. So, overtime coming up, not a playoff game, so a quick reminder of the rules. Each team gets one possession unless the opening possession is a touchdown. Then it's game over. Any defensive score ends the game. Each team gets a couple of timeouts, and all replays come from upstairs. If the first OT ends in a tie, so does the game. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Johnson now to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The home team's offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. He's going to tuck it and go. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5. They send Godwin in motion. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now a first throw here in overtime. The open man is Osborne. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's the gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
The motion man here is Bourne. And a nice job. They pick it up. 1st down. The march continues. They're at the 41-yard line.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that 1st down himself.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one. 3rd and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Throwing, Dobbs. That's caught, left side, it's complete. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game in that one. A 1st down.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
To throw is Dobbs. Over the middle, he's got the tight end Schultz. They've converted 2 3rd downs already on this drive, and here's 3rd and 4. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Now Dobbs. That is caught. He got it. And that's a game winner here in overtime.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They had to work for this one. All even through 4 quarters, able to get the breakthrough in overtime to come away with a victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.
Don't be so distant, don't be so distant, so distant, distant from me. You're so close, and yet so far. So I fight it, and here we are, in each other's arms.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. Hope y'all ready for this one. And it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
It is a stadium where a different kind of football is more commonly the focus, but today it's all about the NFL as you get a look inside Allianz Arena in the Bavarian city of Munich, Germany. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Buenos Aires club as they interplay here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
Meanwhile, for this visiting The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And not only does he have all the skills that you're looking for as a quarterback, he's incredibly tough and plays the game fearlessly as both a runner and a passer. You provide a good running game around him and let him throw deep off of play action, you've got an all-star in the making.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll bring a tight end in motion right. Back to throw. Fields. Under pressure, and down he goes. Khalil Mack, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Fields. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep, Isaiah McKenzie. This is taken at about the 14. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
First carry for James Conner. He'll get this up to about the 44. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 2nd and 6. Again, a run with Conner. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47. But you look at this defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
That was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Conner up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. A check on the numbers last week for Conner. 14 carries, 74 yards, and a touchdown.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down. Badgley's kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Now, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The numbers for Mixon last week, 22 carries, 95 yards, and a score.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
And this is caught at the 20. And touchdown! Harrison Bryant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Condors are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
I know guys who design defenses, they try to prepare for everything. But you ignore the guy who plays tight end at your own peril.
Yeah, and he's like having another wide receiver out there sometimes, right?
Exactly right, because they're such a matchup nightmare, and they're hybrid guys. Are they receivers? Are they big guys that block? How about the one we just saw there? Catch it and go. Run after catch all the way into the end zone.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and it's 3rd and 5. When you look at this defense, well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass, you know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game. That's well done defensively. They get the pressure they needed on 3rd down. All the receivers are locked up tight, and they force that quarterback to just throw it away.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taking it about the 16. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Buenos Aires offense back out now. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Fields. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
I have to tell you, Brandon, I feel like a coach right now because I'm wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective when as an inside linebacker, you're always taught, don't let someone cross your face. If they want to go outside, it's okay. But they make that outside fake, cut back inside, off into great success.
From the gun, here's Fields. That's complete to Tony. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Fields. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now it's Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. A shotgun snap, Fields. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Justin Fields, an 18-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Short throw caught by the tight end, Oliver. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as we watch this long drive continue to begin quarter 2. This 2nd and 4 as they've got it as we resume action. 2nd and 4. That's to the new Dolphin. It's Odell Beckham Jr. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. They run behind center with Connor. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why don't I just handle this one? Got all the yards you needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Here's a 2nd and 7. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll try the left side with Connor. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now a 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's caught by OBJ. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Dragons have got it back to within a score.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Buenos Aires offense back out now. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
To throw is Fields. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
But certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
Throw left side, complete to Tony. And he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Fields throwing again. It's caught by Aguilar. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Fields now to throw. Looking for Tony on the out route, and he's got him. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. A handoff running left, Mixon. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rush is just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And 12 yards that time and picking up the first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And his throw here's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd and 10, Fields. And a completion to Wilson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Throwing again is Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! Harrison Bryant. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Condors are able to extend their lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Tokyo offense heads back out there now. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things going in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital. Extremely important because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
A give running right is counter, and he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Oh, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Condors offense and quarterback Justin Fields heading back out there. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Pass complete. He's got Hendershot. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw, Fields. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. Well, hang on now, we're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now Fields. Bryant has it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To the air again, Fields. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Here's 2nd and 10. Fields. There's a short throw taken in by Bryant. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
3rd and 5. Now it's Fields. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Gay's kick is good, and the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. This offense back to work now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. In motion left is Beckham. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. He'll get this to Connor underneath. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll look to throw again. To the sideline and incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we are at halftime here in Munich in the NFL International Series. As we send you back across the Atlantic to Orlando, as we say Guten Tag to our guys standing by. That's Jonathan Coachman. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We got an excellent first half from the dynamic quarterback, Justin Fields. He threw 2 touchdown passes, ran for another, as his guys have the lead at halftime. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
Paris Campbell now to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dragons offense and their veteran running back James Conner ready for this next possession. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. The Condors offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Here's Fields. That ball's caught. Aguilar, right side. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. To throw is Fields. There's a short throw taken in by Bryant. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
A gain of 3, second down. Out of the gun, Fields. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun on third down, Fields. That is caught, and he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Fields now to throw. There's a short throw taken in by Bryant. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down. Again, Fields. Complete to Zacchaeus. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Fields. Being checked. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Complete to Bryant. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And able to get this out to the 25. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the sideline he goes. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Chris Olave, 77 yards. And the Dragons are able to cut into that deficit. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The home team's offense and running back Joe Mixon set to take over once more. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and made him a real weapon in the passing game. Throwing to start the drive. Fields. Throw right side taken in by the tight end Bryant. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. In motion, the tight end. Back to throw. Fields. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Fields. Got a man here, it's Bryant. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Fields throwing again. Again to Bryant, and again it's caught. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Harrison Bryant His third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Condors will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that.
And shutting him off, now open field. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there. 46 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He'll look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. On play action, they'll throw. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. Badgley able to knock this one through, and that will close the gap down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Fields. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there, 1st down. Now it's Fields. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. From the gun to give to Mixon. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Work in the middle of the field, and he he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
They'll send the tight end in motion left. It's Mixon on the counter. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 2 running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? In motion, Aguilar. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Condors are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Short throw caught by the tight end, Oliver. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time it's 3rd and 3. A short one there, caught by Swain. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They'll look to throw again. It's caught by OBJ. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Short throw caught by the tight end, Oliver. So that'll be Brian Dable reaching for that challenge flag, and he's going to have the officials review this call. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So winds up a very smart decision to throw the flag. They reset the spot, and now that's a first down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Back to throw again. Slant pass complete to Olave. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They'll look to throw now on first down. Making the catch, this is the tight end Oliver. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Josh Oliver, 34 yards. And the Dragons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 7. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Condors have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidenced right there.
And I think, Brandon, the fact that they've thrown the ball so well contributed to that touchdown, because that was a defense that was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle to Beckham. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this will be swung out here for Connor. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Back to throw here. Screen pass to Connor. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. They'll look to throw. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. They'll look to throw here on first down. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down. He'll look to throw. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That is caught. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Great coverage down in the end zone. He's scanning the field, looking. No one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dragons get a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Buenos Aires, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Tokyo, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in action in Week 12. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
I used to be so innocent. All the things that happened have changed me. Internally, have changed me entirely. Somehow you tore down all of those I placed to keep me safe from going insane. So how do you expect me to fall asleep after the things you said to me, after the things you made me feel? The night
It's week 10 of the 2024 season. And coming up, we'll see DK Metcalf. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Black Knights and the Shamrocks. Coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us in the capital city of Columbus, Ohio. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Columbus Ball Club entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Dubliners, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Murray. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
First and 10, Taylor now. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Murray now to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Good coverage there by Jordan Battle. 2nd and 10. When you look at this defense, they've been pretty solid against the pass toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Throwing now is Murray. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Here now, 2nd and 4. Murray going to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Murray. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be fourth down. The kick by Lutz is good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Stephon Gilmore, he was the one defensively there who really blew that play up before it got started. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
9 yards that time. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 137 yards, and a score.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. But you look at this defense. Now, they've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
They have tried all season long to fix all the things that they need to in the running game, and they've been successful so far. I'm wondering if this is a time to just sell out. Make sure you have 8 in the box every time and bring a 9th and sometimes even a 10th to try and stop them from running the ball.
Here's Carr. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Here's Carr to throw. That's caught by Montgomery. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Jake Moody now on for the field goal. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Shamrocks offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's been a real threat, not just with the arm, but with the wheels as well. NFL's leader amongst quarterbacks in terms of rushing touchdowns. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The drive will start with an option going left. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Shotgun now from Murray. Flush to his right. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. A tight one after one on EA Sports. Dublin with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now Murray. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. To throw is Murray. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Peyton Turner in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Deep to return is Calvin Austin. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Carr. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The visitors' offense and Kyler Murray headed back out onto the field. And he's been very impactful when using his legs this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design. You notice his name sits near the top when looking at the league leaders in rushing yards by a quarterback. Murray now. On the catch, it's Crowder. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Murray. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Here's 3rd down and 4. Back to throw. Murray. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Looking to throw. Murray. Complete. It's Henry. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Carr now to throw. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. From midfield, here's Carr. That's complete right side to Komet. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 32 on the play. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, A lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. To throw his Carr. This will be caught inside the 10. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Carr. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Carr now on 3rd and goal. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
A 24-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Like poop through a diarrhea-infected goose.
At the 25.
Ben goes through
Visitors
everyone.
offense and running back Jonathan Taylor heading back onto the field. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is beating them up right now.
A diarrhea-infected goose. Ben goes through everyone.
Keanu Benton, the one who got in to bury him.
If you rank one from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, one from the bottom in sacks. But somehow they got 3 in this game. What's going on?
Through a diarrhea-infected goose. Ben goes through everyone.
So we have reached halftime here with not much scoring between these two teams. 6-6 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Like poop through a diarrhea-infected goose. Ben goes through everyone.
See what's going on here in week number 10.
Like poop through a diarrhea-infected goose. Ben goes through everyone. Like poop through a diarrhea-infected goose. Ben goes through everyone.
A game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Like poop through a diarrhea-infected goose.
Back underway in quarter
Ben
number
goes
3.
through everyone.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. It's a tied football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Like poop through a diarrhea-infected goose.
This is a tied game. No need
Ben
to
goes through
no need to
everyone.
change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Like poop through a diarrhea-infected goose.
Gets past
Ben
one
goes through
there.
everyone.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Like poop through a diarrhea-infected goose.
First down and
Ben
run again.
goes through
Here's
everyone.
Montgomery. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Carr.
Like poop through a diarrhea-infected goose.
Showed a nice little juke.
Ben goes through everyone.
Quickly closed. This now a 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
On play action. Now Carr. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Montgomery back to the ground.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 2nd down and 4.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
51 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
This one caught by Crowder. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. Short pass caught by Henry. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. In motion right, that's Harrison.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Down the right sideline.
And finally taken down at the 15. And they rattle off a big one. And even 50 yards.
Well, you talk about catching a defense off guard. They were not expecting jet sweep at all there.
Well, he was 10 yards downfield before the defense even knew what hit him. So a really good play call against a defense that was set up for them to gain big yardage. And how about how they executed the handoff there? That means they spent some time with the wide receivers taking handoffs from the quarterbacks.
10 more there and another 1st down. The tight end Henry here in motion.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown machine. He's going to get plenty of looks down here near the goal line. So if I'm on defense, I might start getting prepared to see his number called a couple of more times.
Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Jordan Battle. So a big chance goes by the wayside there. A tough break on 3rd and goal.
Yeah, as a general rule, you know you're usually not going to win games with field goals. But in this case, they had 3 points in their pocket. I get what he was trying to do, but that's a big swing of momentum right there.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again.
Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now after the INT, it's Carr.
To the right side here, caught by Kincaid.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Carr to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go with them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Carr.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Carr.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes. What?
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these two defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
Back now in Columbus. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
To the right side, this is Taylor.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
To throw is Murray. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Keanu Benton
picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
Now Carr on the bootleg. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up second down.
Second and 6 at the 47.
To throw, it's Carr. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now Carr. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape. The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Dublin's offense now set to take over. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. There's a nice move, and he'll be out right at the 35. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Throwing now is Murray. Short pass caught by Henry. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. Here's Murray. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he'll be out right at the 35. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give for Taylor running right side. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
To throw, it's Murray. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Running right on the option is Murray. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This offense so far on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 14. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
He's across midfield, and he'll take this down the 40-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Carr going to throw. This taken in by Kincaid. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Running with Montgomery from the pistol
to the 27-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is indeed good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The situation for them offensively as follows. Down 9-6, a minute 16 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Pass caught by Crowder.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. That's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
Murray to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Well, this is one of those games where if you win it, it feels extra special. But to lose a close one like this, Charles, remember where they didn't score any points in the second half, that has to sting a bit more.
Absolutely, and I really think that they're going to spend so much time poring over this game film, trying to figure out where their calls went wrong, how they didn't execute on certain plays. They were so close. Yeah, this one's going to linger for a little while as they try and diagnose this loss.
So for Columbus, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Dublin, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Boys, a shot, he scores! And I'm bringing sexy back.
So many things, but now I'm undeniable, recognizable. I used to think I had to be different. All I had to do was listen to the voice within. Listen to the voice within. Somehow you tore down all of the walls I placed to keep me safe from going insane. So how do you expect me to fall asleep after the things you said to me, after the things you made me feel? The night goes on and on. The night
It's week 10 of the NFL, and this one features Gerald Everett. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Vikings and the Monarchs, and it comes your way next.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to tune into. I'm Kate Scott, joined by former NFL quarterback Brock Hewitt. And we've got two quarterbacks here, Brock, who are known for playing a very exciting brand of football. Not just throwing the rock, but taking it themselves, too.
Yep, these are two of the guys who really epitomize the direction that this position's going in the modern NFL.
Yep.
Pocket passers, they'll have their place. They always will. But a lot of teams look to somebody like this as the default. A great passer, but someone who can also mix.
Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And off we go from OKC. Return coming from the 6. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. Leading them out in his 6th NFL season since being picked 6th overall, Daniel Jones.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted, never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
And somehow he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before going down. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
One of the tight ends motioning left. 2nd and 10 now. This finds Everett complete. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. He gets 6 on that play, and that'll give him a first down. And they send a man in motion. On first down, it's Jones to throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Whistles sound as the defense decides to call timeout. To throw again here on 2nd and 10. Jones finds him over the middle. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, his big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
Complete beyond the marker. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. Devin Lloyd on the tackle. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Jones. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play. A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
His return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here's their offense now to take over for the first time. Leading them out to the 10th pick of the draft, coming off that national championship in Michigan, J.J. McCarthy.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. First and 10, here's McCarthy. This is reeled in by Leggett. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll give him a first down. Hyatt going in motion right. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. That was Martin Emerson with a stop that time. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Back to the air, McCarthy. Hyatt with the grab. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. Give him 8 yards on the play. And they'll have first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
On first down, it's Gibbs. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And he tried to power it forward, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play. That brings up a tough decision for them on 4th down. Running for it, here's Gibbs. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Come on now. Was there any doubt who they were going to go to right there? That was always going to be a run play. No problem converting on 4th.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Again, it's Gibbs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And the catch is made for the touchdown. The Monarchs finish off their opening drive. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop him either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
That one splits the uprights. And the Monarchs one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Oh, hang on there. Hang on a moment. Looks like we've got an injured player on the kick return. They're going to check on him now. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Pistol now for Jones. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Ken, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Putting a receiver in motion. First down throw by Jones. This will be caught by Cooper. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot. Give your quarterback a chance.
That's going to be caught by Everett. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of one. Neither side separating much so far. More of the NFL on EA Sports right after this. Welcome back. We're all set to start the second. Offense already out to resume its drive. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Give that tackle to Broderick Washington. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Working from the gun. Here's Jones. Complete. It's Cooper. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. The throw is caught. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Jones. He's got it. He has the touchdown. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Justin Tucker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bisons push their lead to 3. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the return at the 27. So here comes this offense for its 2nd series of the game. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You call that 1st down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll give him a 1st down. Tight end going in motion here. Another one for Gibbs. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Marcus Jones ranging over for the stop. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. That's into the hands of Moreau. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Marcus Jones ranging over for the stop. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he will take this in. Touchdown! The Monarchs take a 2nd quarter lead. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Monarchs take a 4-point lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Scott now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Bisons and Daniel Jones making their return to the field now. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run?
We're back on EA Sports. We'll pick up the action back in the set. Here he is on 3rd and long. Looking for a target. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Jordan Poyer up from the secondary to make that stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
At the 47-yard line.
Here's Jones to throw. On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. Escapes a defender. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that gives them the first.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And this throw's knocked away, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
That's into the hands of Moore. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Again, Jones to the air. Completed here to McCaffrey. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. He connects downfield on 4. And in for the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Tucker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bisons push their lead to 3. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we've got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, as an offense, it doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on that accelerator.
It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it sets up second down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Bisons and receiver Amari Cooper making their way back out. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Stopped by Foye Oluokun. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
So through a flurry of points, we have hit the 2-minute warning. It's the Bisons who have it, 2nd and 9. Play fake, Jones. Got a man, McCaffrey has it. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline. It's 3rd and 8, need to get a chunk here.
3rd and 8.
Working from the gun, here's Jones. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Hang on now. Looks like we've got an injured player out there and in need of some aid. So we'll step away briefly as they work on him. So 4th down and the big-legged Michael Dixon out to punt. And this is the first time he's been called on today. Coming off a busy week, 5 punts in the loss, and he sends this one away. The Monarchs and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. So no return on that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And now it's 2nd down. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Throw reeled in by Thomas. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Throwing the out route complete. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and 10, here's McCarthy. Got a man, it's Thomas. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. 2nd and 3 now. Back to the air, McCarthy. This one's caught. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. Now hang on, looks like somebody came out after that play a little shaken up. Not sure we saw exactly what happened, but he'll get some assistance now. Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Gibbs pushing for the end zone, and he lost the football. It's knocked loose. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
Take everything that makes the goal line stand exciting and amplify it by 1,000. They didn't just hold him out of the end zone. They stole the ball away with a dominant stop.
This offense getting one final possession here before halftime. Holding just a field goal lead, probably going to see them play it close to the vest in the time we've got remaining. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Stopped by Foye Oluokun. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Give to the fullback, diving straight ahead. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half. So we've reached halftime with the Bisons leading here in Oklahoma City. Now we'll send you east to our studios in Orlando. That's where Jonathan Coachman is waiting to bring you the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. It was a terrific first half from quarterback Daniel Jones.
Now Tucker
he came on after a slow
kickoff.
start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
He stopped on the return at the 27. The Monarchs back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half too as they chase this lead. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. And it's picked up by the defense. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
Their offense ready to take the field now. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Jones. Catch is made in close. Touchdown! Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Tucker on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bisons make it a 10-point ball game. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Monarchs returning their offense and this running back to the field. And while we watch these replays from the booth partner, he's probably remembering these plays from the coach's doghouse, you think? Yeah, coughed up the football multiple times, turned it over. We'll see if they continue giving it to him or if they call it a game for him at this point. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Marcus Jones ranging over for the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, McCarthy. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. He was looking Xavier Legette's way there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Putting a receiver in motion. McCarthy throwing on third down. Complete to Hyatt. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And a fair catch made here at the 17. No return on that punt. And they're going to take over possession. The Bisons and Daniel Jones making their return to the field now. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. And they send a man in motion. First down throw by Jones. A quick slant here into the hands of Cooper. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Jair Alexander with the stop. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
At the 24-yard line.
From the gun, McCaffrey. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. It was Reed Blankenship making the stop.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, he got a first down here. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. Pistol now for Jones. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Able to get it to Moore. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Jordan Poyer up from the secondary to make that stop. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Here's Jones. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
The Bison sending out their punter. And he'll try to have his 2nd punt top his 1st one. First punt win 45 yards. This looks considerably further. So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line. Their offense running back out now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Man in motion here. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Legette's got it. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
That's Thomas. He's got it. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Aziz Al-Shire that time on the tackle. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Another one for Gibbs. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll give him a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Xavier Legette, the target on that throw. So it'll be second down. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. The rookie from Texas there on the tackle. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. They've got a man in motion. They'll throw on 3rd and long. He's on the move. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Mano-a-mano, so many battles there at the line of scrimmage, and it does come down to those one-on-one situations. Who's put in the work, who's put in the effort, and who can execute to create that negative play, that big sack for this defense.
The Monarchs out for the punt. It'll be Daniel Whelan doing the honors. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. The Bisons ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. Ball at the 33 for first down. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Going run again with McCaffrey. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. They stick with McCaffrey. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you could come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Here's 2nd and 11. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Jones now on 3rd down. And no luck there, and that throw falls to the ground. This one misses the tight end. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Punting unit out now. Michael Dixon will kick it away. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Gibbs now from the gun. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Brought down by Tyrann Mathieu. Only a yard on the play, and that takes us to the end of quarter number 3. 3 quarters in the books from this one. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Completed left-sided Thomas. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. No place to go, so he just threw it away. Couldn't connect on first, it's 2nd down. On play action now, McCarthy. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's going to keep it this time. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. McCarthy throwing here. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. We've got a break in the action. Looks like someone was shaken up on the play. Medical personnel out now to attend to him. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Throwing now, off play action. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 37 on the play. And they'll have 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you.
And that's cut in the end zone for the touchdown. The Monarchs make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
They can tack on one more now, bring things back to within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal would tie this game in the 4th.
Monarchs 21.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Scott now to return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. This offense ready to get going again now. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Working from the gun. Here's Jones. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. To throw, here's Jones. This ball's cut by McCaffrey. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the 1st, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
So out now comes the punter. And he'll try to hit this one well. Takes it in at the 26. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And it'll be their football. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Now it's McCarthy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Putting a receiver in motion. McCarthy trying again on 2nd down. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Now McCarthy. Escapes out to the left. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
As we're into the 4th quarter, we know this. We know that money down could not be any more important than right now. Both sides are certainly fatigued. You feel it in both their play. But battling through what's been a physical contest all game long, going to be the key here down the stretch.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. 58 yards on the punt there. And they'll get ready to go on offense. And they send a man in motion. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And somehow he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before going down. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. They motion Dotson over left. On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's going nowhere there. Add that to what's been a tough afternoon for him. Call it no gain on the play, and that brings up 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Jones. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Trying to force one through there. And that brings up 4th and long. Punt team on the field. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Let's see what he can do on the return. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And it's going to be their football coming up. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, McCarthy. He's got Thomas on the slant. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. 16 yards on the play. And that'll give him a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Able to get it to Moreau. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the 44 here on 2nd down. Completed over the middle. And they make this stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. While that play was going on, we see that one of their teammates shaken up on the play. Not quite sure what happened, but they're out there to tend to it. So now here's 3rd and 5. Walker going in motion left. Back to throw it. Searches from the pocket. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw. After I'd imagine dozens and dozens of kicks into that net on the sideline staying warm, Kate, he finally gets his chance to knock a field goal through the uprights. And of course, he wasn't going to whiff on that opportunity.
Return starts at the 9. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Now this offense ready to head back out. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And again, he can't manage anything. Defense all over him at the line. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? He's back to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. He loses the football. Scooped up by the defense. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
There are so many fundamental details play the quarterback position, especially in the pocket. But you get loose, you make a nice little run, you get in the open field, you gotta have the fundamentals to tuck that ball away. QB doesn't, defender knocks it out. Huge turn of events.
This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And they settled for a field goal on their last series, so points are a positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here. New set of downs for him at the 38. 1st and 10, here's McCarthy. Forced out to his right. Now here he goes. And he protects himself for the slide there after a decent gain. It's the 2-minute warning here in Oklahoma City. Monarchs going for the win here. 2nd and 3 now. Now Gibbs. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
3rd down run by Gibbs. And we just saw this movie. They stopped him again at the line. A big try coming up here for Cameron Dicker. He was good on his first kick. Gonna need to hit this one well to go 2 for 2. It has enough leg, and it's good from deep. And late in the 4th, they have grabbed a lead.
That's called getting his job done, Kate, drilling it right through. And now they're in position to win this game. Now it's on some of those guys who are out there with them on the kick, those defenders, to hang on to this lead to give them the win.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. This offense making its way back out now. And their defense held up after that fumble. Only gave up 3, so time for this offense to make it up to them. Get some points of their own. Sending the tight end in motion left. Setting up to pass. That's going to be caught by Everett. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that takes them to 3rd down. Looking to throw it. Rolling left, buying some time. He can run it. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that 1st down anyway.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Cooper going to motion over left. He'll look to throw it. Got Everett, and it's complete. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Prior to 1st down, they decide to call a timeout. Still one more in their pocket to use. to the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. Here he is to throw. Pass brought in by Traylon Burks. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
And they got there in time. He's taken down. Now the offense going to take its third and final timeout. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Justin Tucker out for the field goal. A lot of pressure hovering over this kick. This a 39-yarder. Looking good, and it's through. And in the final moments, they force overtime.
Overtime rested on his leg, Kate, and he got the job done. And now, if things go a specific way in OT, the next time we see him line up, it could be for the game winner.
And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football's going to be spotted at the 30. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. He lobs it deep middle. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. Ball game's not over just yet. Don't leave those seats. The interference call means we're going to have an untimed down here. The kick is good. He got it. And he hits one more time to win them this game. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with a win. And with overtime in their back pocket, they weren't going to lose it at the end, but they still managed to set up the field goal, and he executed the game winner. What a memorable way to win it. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Monarchs as we bid you farewell from Oklahoma City.
Everywhere I go, I get a standing ovation. Speaking the code, my game got no imitation. It's innovation. We taking off like we in a spaceship. You are now experiencing greatness. 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 Yeah, you are now experiencing greatness. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let it rock. Come out. Come out. Let it rock. Yeah. 1, 2. This the show shot so high, keep it cracking like it's the dope spot. Fuck the evil corporation, it's Mr. Robot.